Ladies and gentlemen and ninjas, welcome back to the Decon here on the African Geekdom Tip with moi, your boy J Pizzo. Today we review a TV show that I did not see coming. I didn't think I'd like this one, but I did. The Man Who Fell to Earth. So grab yourself a bowl of oatmeal and let's get into this one.
I brought you here to finish what I started. This is how we all survive.
Yes. The Man Who Fell to Earth. Starring Chiwetel Ejiofor, one of my favorite all-time actors. I will literally watch this man in anything. I think I've watched almost everything he's in. The only thing I didn't like was 12 Years a Slave. That was a fucking slog. Sorry, up front, the plot. It is a science fiction show about an alien who falls to Earth. That would be Chiwetel Ejiofor's character, and he is here to get up some scientific shenanigans to create or assist in creating cold fusion or quantum fusion in this movie, this TV show. Well, it looks like a movie. It looks really good. So of course the CIA gets involved, and he has a human scientist whom he must woo, being played by Naomi Harris. She was very good in the role, and her family. And yeah, the CIA is after him and his adept, aka his teacher, Bill Nighy. Is it pronounced Bill Nighy? The guy who's the bad guy in almost every fucking thing. So yeah, it's a race to the finish. There are several twists and turns ensue, and I was legitimately surprised because I found it was Alex Kurtzman's name attached to this. That Alex Kurtzman, who in movie fandom really gets blasted. His name is attached to The Amazing Spider-Man 2. He was responsible for producing and writing this show. I believe he's the showrunner of this show. He also directs quite a few of the episodes. He was responsible for writing and producing Spider-Man. The 2 Star Trek movies, Into Darkness in particular, people really blasted him for that. Him and JJ. That terrible, he wrote, directed, produced that terrible Mummy movie that was supposed to kick off the Dark Universe. And my least favorite show of the past 5 years, Clarice, which is supposed to be based on Clarice Starling, a character from the Hannibal Lecter movies and TV show, but no Hannibal. So I couldn't bother to finish that. But he really gets a short end of the stick, Alex Kurtzman. Because I realized he has quite a few things that I like. Fringe, I love all of Fringe. And Star Trek Discovery, aside from, the OG Star Trek fans not liking Star Trek Discovery, I found myself quite enamored with the TV show. I didn't like season 3. Season 3 was proper shit. But other than that, I like it. And with this one, I do think that maybe movies were not his strong suit, Alex Kurtzman, because it really felt like he found his footing in this. I think he directed up to episode 5 or something. There's 10 episodes of this. But I suppose if you pay him the right cast, the right writers, magic can happen. Magic can happen anywhere, I suppose. And this show is really carried by Chiwetel Ejiofor, who obviously pours his all into this as a performer. He really comes alive on screen and really makes you believe in this character and this character's plight, Faraday, as he's now called. And that's one of the standouts for me, or a couple of the standouts. Jimmy Simpson playing one of the antagonists to Faraday's character, Spencer Clay, a CIA agent who is very unhinged. This guy plays unhinged well. He was in, where do we see him? Westworld first season was, yeah, he went off the rails in that one. I like typecasting this guy because he looks permanently coked up. I don't know. But I like him as a performer, and in roles like this, he really shines. My other favorites was, of course, Naomi Harris as Justin Falls and Clark Peters as Josiah Falls, who plays her father. I love seeing this guy. I first saw him in The Wire, and he's a great performer, and he really shines here. And this show is, although it's science fiction, it's not really based on these abstract science fiction concepts that people might understand. What really anchors it is the relationship between the characters. Justin and her dad, Justin and her daughter, Justin's daughter and her family friend who's babysitting her, Dean Faraday and Justin, and Agent Spencer Clay, his relationship with his handler, Finch, and there's a family of rich folk, the sister and the brother, I forgot their names, God. They're very dysfunctional, but very entertaining. And at the middle of this, you have they're orbiting around these very big sci-fi concepts. And there's a lot of talk about God and theology and what that means in the face of the existence of life from other planets. But I must admit, I cringed a bit because it kept coming. Religion kept coming up, and I mean, you know, it's okay to ask a question in a science fiction show. It's based on a book. I don't know if this is exactly to what the book is, but for me, yeah, every episode is brought up, and yeah, I get it. But at the same time, I can't say that it didn't detract from what the show itself was trying to do. I don't know what other people think of this, but me, I love a good science fiction story. I've said so before. I've never hidden that. And I love seeing Chiwetel Ejiofor on screen. Yeah, I will watch him in doing anything, almost anything, I guess. So as far as the show goes, you know, the production, top notch. Visual effects, for what they were, top notch. The crew and supporting cast, fantastic. Direction of the first few episodes by Alex Kurtzman, also great. He really did a good job here. And yeah, I give this show, if you're a science fiction fan, not big action sci-fi stuff, yeah, give this one a watch. I give this a very high recommend. And I would rate this an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 reels for real. I'll, well, my Shaggy scale, yeah. Should I give it a bomb? Nah, I'll just give it a, fuck it. Give it a Mr. Bombastic. It wasn't a bombastic show, but it was pretty fucking good.
Mr. Bombastic!
And if you are lacking for a sci-fi TV show to watch, give this one a look. It was very good. So, till next time, this is me, your boy JP. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you. May the odds be ever in your favor. Wakanda forever, fine ninjas. I'll see you on the next one.